Today we're going to talk about hormone optimization in reference to estrogen and testosterone and their derivatives. There's actually tremendous variation in testosterone levels. There's actually a lot of examples of men in their 90s, who still have testosterone levels that mimic pubertal levels, which is remarkable and speaks to the huge variation in testosterone levels across individuals. We often think of testosterone as creating masculinization, or it's, virilization, or all these terms are thrown around. But what's it really doing when it comes to mate choice and competition? What it's doing is it's reducing the threshold for anxiety. And in doing so, it selects individuals of a given species to push further, being willing to, suffer more, although it also reduces pain, so maybe they also suffer less, in pursuit of reproduction in females.
It is a widely known fact in the scientific community that the ratio of testosterone and estrogen in every individual, including you, has a profound influence on their feelings of well-being, feelings of anxiety, their sexual behavior, and many other things. Low levels of testosterone will only result in many dangerous health effects, such as the inability of your brain to function properly. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 effective methods that have been scientifically proven to help increase the level of testosterone in your body. The first method we will be discussing is competition. It turns out that our body has evolved to reward men who engage in competitive environment with increased testosterone. And while it is true that winning will lead to the release of more dopamine, which will in turn lead to more testosterone production than losing, the mere act of engaging in any form of competition will result in the production of testosterone regardless of whether you win or lose. And so one of the quickest ways to boost your testosterone is to engage in competitive environment, and if possible, achieve a win, no matter how small, as this will dramatically increase the amount of testosterone gained compared to just competing. The second method on our list is fasting. Fasting of all kinds, whether intermittent or prolonged, can potentially boost testosterone levels in many ways, like improving metabolic health, reducing body fat, and lowering stress. Fasting has been scientifically proven to reduce insulin levels, and this in turn leads to increased testosterone production by increasing the production of luteinizing hormone, an essential hormone for testosterone production. Fasting also reduces cortisol levels, thereby increasing testosterone. This is because high cortisol levels can negatively impact testosterone. Moving forward, a very important method I think you deserve to know is sex and its related activities. There are many scientific studies showing that men who observe sex, which in this case, watching of pornography, had increases in testosterone of about 10%, whereas when they participated in sex itself, they had 70% increase in their testosterone level. So there are increases in testosterone that are quite significant during the physical act of sex, and far less so during observing sex. However, abstinence or sex without ejaculation for a week or more will increase testosterone levels up to 400%. So what this means is that sex increases testosterone, however abstinence also increases testosterone even further. The last method that you can leverage to increase your testosterone level is morning light exposure. Viewing bright light within the first few hours of waking, whether it's from artificial light or ideally from sunlight, has been shown to have these powerful effects on sleep and wakefulness, which in turn supports increased testosterone production. Avoid using sunglasses unless necessary for safety. Prescription lenses or contacts are fine. It is also important to avoid bright light exposure during the night, as this can suppress dopamine release and subsequently lower testosterone levels. To manage light exposure effectively, start by getting 2 to 10 minutes of bright light within the first hour of waking, as this boosts dopamine levels, which in turn supports testosterone production. Now, just like there are actions that can help you increase your level of testosterone, there are many actions that can dramatically reduce the level of testosterone in your body. And this section of the video will be dedicated to showing you some of these actions and ways to avoid or deal with them. The most common action that you must be very careful of is underbreathing. There have been countless research papers showing that underbreathing results in the buildup of carbon dioxide in the body, and elevated levels of carbon dioxide can lead to respiratory acidosis, a condition where the blood becomes more acidic. This can affect various biochemical processes, including the production and regulation of testosterone in the testes. You can easily avoid or treat underbreathing by practicing specific breathing exercises like diaphragmatic breathing, a technique that involves deep breathing by engaging the diaphragm, causing the abdomen to rise and fall with each breath rather than the chest. This can help improve your breathing efficiency and enhance lung function and ensure proper oxygen intake. You are also advised to consult your healthcare professional if your situation is serious. The next action that I want you to become aware of is sleep disruptions or poor sleep. This can reduce the secretion of the luteinizing hormone, which stimulates the testes to produce testosterone. Also, lack of sleep raises cortisol, the stress hormone, and this negatively affects testosterone production. The best way to combat sleep disorders in order to improve testosterone is to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, that is to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day to regulate your body's internal clock. It is also advisable to limit your screen time before bed by avoiding electronic devices such as smartphones, tablets, and computers at least an hour before bedtime, as the blue light emitted can interfere with melatonin production and disrupt sleep.